Short break with Python. Our team members as follows. What is Python? Python is a programming language that lets you work more quickly and integrate your systems more effectively. You can learn to use Python and see almost immediate gains in productivity and lower maintenance cost. Python runs on Windows, Linux, Unix, macOS, and has been ported to Java and .NET virtual machines. You can download it free from Python site python.org/download. History of Python programming language. Principal founder was Von Rossum. Python was conceived in late 1980, but the implementation of Python was started from 1989. This was developed at CWL Labs in the Netherlands. Main purpose of Python is to develop a successor to the ABC programming language, capable of exception handling and interface with Amoeba operating system. So far, Python has released 3 versions: Python 1.0, released in 1994 January, Python 2.0 October 2000, Python 3.0 released on December of 2008. Python 1.0. This was the initial step of Python, and other versions released which are better than this version. Moving for the features of Python 1.0. This was notable. Built-in support for complex numbers were added in Python 1.0. Python 1.0 made programming more accessible for users. Python 2.0. After 6 years of 1.0 version, this version released, and several versions released regarding 2.0. Features of Python 2.0. This introduced list comprehensions. The feature borrowed from functional programming languages STL and Haskell. Python syntax for this construct is very similar to Haskell's. Apart from Haskell's preference for punctuation characters and Python's preference for alphabetic keywords, Python 2.0 also introduced a garbage collection system capable of collecting reference cycles. Python 2.1 was close to Python 1.6.1 as well as Python 2.0 is licensed with renamed Python Software Foundation license. All code, documentation and specification added. From the time of Python to language specification to support nested scope like other statistical scope languages. A major invention in Python 2.2 was the unification of Python's type and classes into one hierarchy. The single unification made Python's object model purely and consistently object-oriented. Python 3.0. After 8 years of releasing Python 2.0, 3.0 was released. This version is compatible with many features and user-friendliness features as well. Features of Python 3.0. This was changed print command as a built-in function. Moving reduce. Added support for optional functions, animations also. Unifying the structures, Unicode types. Removing backward compatibility features, including all style classes, integers, tracking division, string exceptions, and implicit relative imports. Advantages of Python. Readability. Python syntax is clear and readable. The way Python syntax is organized imposes some order to programmers. Experts and beginners can easily understand the code, and everyone can become productive in Python very quickly. It is also important to to mention that Python has fewer delays than other languages such as Perl, and because the block structures in Python are defined by indentations, you are much less likely to have bugs in your code caused by incorrect indentation. It is simple to get support. Python community always provides support to Python users. As we already know, Python code is freely available for everyone. Therefore, thousands of developers worldwide are working hard to find bugs and create patches to fix those bugs. Furthermore, many people are creating new enhancements to the language and sending them for approval. Fast to learn. The language is very easy to learn because its source code reassembles to the code. It doesn't take for long and strange lines of code, therefore less training and direct results. Companies don't need to spend much time to have their programs coding in Python. Once you start learning Python, you can do useful coding almost immediately. And after some practice, your productivity will suddenly increase. You will design a high-level, object-oriented programming code in a friendly and interpreted Python environment. This feature works great for small tasks. Fast code. Python provides fast feedback in several ways. First, the programmer can skip many tasks that other languages require him to take. Therefore, it reduces both the cost of program maintenance and development time. If necessary, Python enables fast adaptation of the code. You can change the high-level layer of the application without changing the business rules that are coded within our modules. The interactive interpreter that comes with the Python distribution brings rapid development changes to your project. In spite of traditional programming languages that require several distinct phases, and other scripting languages that require you to edit code outside the execution environment, Python is already ready to run a language. Reusability. Python encourages program reusability by implementing modules and packages. Large set of module has already been developed and is provided to the standard Python library, which is a part of Python distribution. You can easily share functionally between your programs by breaking the programs into modules and resulting the modules as components of other programs. Portability. Besides running on multiple systems, Python has the same interface on multiple platforms. Its design is attached in a specific operational system because it is written in a portable ANSYS C. This means that you can write a Python program on Mac, test it using a Linux environment, and upload it to a Windows server. Object-oriented programming. Usually, scripting languages have object-oriented support included the language as an add-on. However, everything in Python as a Smalltalk is designed to object-oriented. You can start programming using non-OO structures, but it doesn't take too long for you to find out this much simpler for you to use OO features. Some of the implemented OO functionally is Python is inheritance and polymorphism. Disadvantages of Python. Python isn't the best for memory intensive tasks. Also, Python is interpreted language and is slow compared to C or C++ or Java. So, for the speed task, you might select C, C++ or Java. Python not a great choice for a high graphic 3D game, but it takes up a lot of CPU. Python is evolving continuously with constant evaluation. There is a little substantial documentation available for the language. What next? Readability, writability, reliability. Those features of Python programming language, also many other more. Await for next video. Thank you very much.
Let's code with Python as second level of our video. Let's see how to code with Python. Let's use a simple Python code. It's hello world. You have to simply type print hello world. It will print hello world as like this. You can use strings easily to code like this. This is how you will see codes when you use strings for your variables. Loops is another important thing for a programming language. Iterations can be done by loops. For loops, do while loops, until loops. There are so many loops in a programming language. But in this video, we mention about for loop, while loops and do while loops, how they use in Python. First, we look at the for loop. This is how you see a for loop as used in a programming language. Have a minute to see how for loop has used in this code. Next, we are going to while loop. While loop is another looping structure which used in programming language of Python. Let's see how it has used. Then we goes to do while loop. This is how it has been mentioned in our code. Let's see. In the first part of this video, we mentioned that readability, writability, and reliability must be in programming language, and we agree to demonstrate how reliable, how readable, and how writable is this Python programming language. So let's move on to that part. First of all, we must know what is readability. Measurement of easiness of understanding programs written from a programming language we call as readability. Simply move on. Is Python readable? Yes. Python code is easy to read and understand. Let's look at this example to have an idea. Let's move on for the writability. What is writability? We are writing many things. Writing in a paper or a digital medium means we are entering something to a paper or a digital medium. But what is writability in programming languages? Measurement of how easy to write a program in a programming language. Programming language must provide an environment to coders, to programmers to write easily the codes. Python has provided that thing in this programming language, so it's very easy to write codes with Python programming language. Let's move for this. Is Python writable? Yes. Simply, you can write codes with Python. A Of course, you can look at this example to get an idea. Reliability. What is reliability? If you can do something with no errors, no problems, you will say it's reliable. Simply, it goes to programming language. If a program or programming language harms you minimum level or hesitates you in a minimum level, you will say that is a reliable programming language. So, the program should perform to its specification under all conditions. If a programming language is specified for any machine, any hardware, any environment, or anything else, it's difficult to move on to another machine, another hardware, another environment, or anything. So, if a program could perform under all conditions, we call it is a reliable programming language. Is Python reliable? Yes, it runs in any environment. Let's see of this example. It's very easy to use. The code rendered is readable. It's also very high level language. You don't need to worry about pointer arithmetics or memory allocations since it is garbage collected. In other words, everything is taken care of for you. Hope you have gained a good knowledge about programming language of Python. So, thank you very much for all of you being with us. The video is done by Ron, Champati, Kashan, Kaso, and voiced by and edited by me. I am Suren Fonseca. Thank you.